What it do, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and in today's video we're going to talk about the habits of wealthy people that nobody really talk about. Alright, most people think that if you're wealthy, you either got lucky, you had to work super hard, or had some secret connection that got you to that point. It's simply not true. The real reason why people never really build wealth because they don't adopt the daily habits and they don't live their life day by day with habits that's not impressive. They don't post all their successes and their habits online, and they don't always care about instant rewards. They don't always need the instant gratification. Today, I'm breaking down the habits of the wealthy people that people really don't actually care about, but eventually they create money over time. Alright, first thing they do is they control their inputs before they chase results. Alright, so inputs is what you watch, who you listen to, what conversations they allow themselves to be a part of. They don't always consume content that's negative. You know, watching your daily I know back when we used to watch World Star Hip Hop fights and you know, they always just consume that type of content. Even the news can be negative content that people consume, and those things can keep you emotionally distracted. It can make you angry, and it can just distract you from all your goals and your achievements that you're trying to accomplish. Another big thing that the wealthy do, they think in leverage. They don't think in forms of effort. You know, they think how can I make money without constant presence? Like, how can I make money without having to constantly be there or clock in on a day-to-day? They think, how can one action produce results repeatedly? Like, how can I do something one time, but it keeps bringing me results? Example of that would be like a video, a YouTube video. If people watch this, you can continue to get paid. Or if you sell a product, you can make a book. For instance, that book can generate revenue for the rest of your life. A lot of people make one product and they continue to reap the benefits of that product forever. So they focus on systems, businesses, investments, assets that compound. Effort gets you paid once. Leverage pays you again and again. All right. They also move quietly and they let their results speak. One of the healthy habits of the wealthy is silence. Like, if you notice, they always say the loudest person in the room is normally the brokest. So wealthy people listen. They put their input when they need their input. They don't announce their every move. They don't announce every idea they have, because people will steal your idea. And they don't seek validation from outside sources. They seek validation from within and the people that's close-knit, close in their circle. They move quietly. Then they let the outcome do the talking. They also build systems for their entire life. They systemize their finances, their health. They're on a schedule. Their decision making, everything is systemized. They got to be somewhat organized, even from your workspace, the space where you if you are working from home or you are working at a desk or at a job, your workspace tells a lot about you. If your workspace is unorganized, a lot of times you're most likely going to be unorganized. So it's important to make sure that everything is structured. When your life runs on systems and consistency is automatic, then there's the platform for you to grow and build wealth. Another thing is they stay calm when others panic. So like I said, if you set yourself up for success, if it's a recession or if it's a drastic event that happens in the world, a lot of times when people are panicking, they're still calm. They use chaos and downturns as a time to generate and create. They don't make decisions out of fear or excitement. They separate their emotion from their strategy. While people react, wealthy people analyze. And that ability to stay calm under pressure can create opportunities that most people would never see, because they're so stuck in living in the and what's going on in the world. They're not looking at the opportunities that those negative things that are happening that they can build from. Another big thing, and this is something that anybody can do, is try to live below your means. They normally do it longer than others. Sometimes when somebody, let's say you start a business, you get your first big check, or let's say you win something, or you get unexpected money. A lot of people regular people, normal people will run through that or blow it. And that's where most people fail. Wealthy people, they delay the gratification for the long haul. So they might save that money. They might put it in the stock. They might put it in a high index fund, high yield savings account, things like that. That money can make money for them rather than just spending it all. They build their money first and then they flex later. And that's very important. They understand this rule. Short-term sacrifice creates long-term freedom. They also track numbers religiously. So I feel like everybody should have some type of budget in place. A budget can help no matter where you are in life, and no matter how much money you are making. A budget can help you grow. A budget can see where your money is going. It can show the cash flow, the expenses, the returns, and it can show your time usage. You can budget your time as well. They know exactly where their money and their time go. All right, and that's very, very important if you want to create, not even just generate wealth, but if you want to get into a position where you're comfortable, where you're working towards, your goals. They don't always have to be wealth. They can just be living comfortable. They choose standards over motivation. Motivation is always going to be temporary, but if you make it a standard and I have to do this is something I constantly have to do. It's not just you're motivated in that moment, but something that I'm going to do. It's more likely to be permanent. Wealthy people don't ask, or they don't say, oh, do I feel like doing this? Do I feel like doing that? They know what they have to do in order to accomplish what they want. They know what they tolerate. They know what they accept. And they know what's no longer a negotiation. Like, this is a fact. And my dog is outside barking like crazy. They also build relationships before they need them. They don't wait until things hit rock bottom for them to have to reach out to this person or this person. They'll build those relationships that provide value to them. They'll build trust with that person or that group of people, and they'll stay connected consistently. When they do feel like they need people, a lot of times that relationship is already built, so it's people more likely to help them. Nobody built Rome alone. Everybody need other people to succeed, whether you think you do or not. So it's good. Relationships are important, from friends to co-workers to business partners. It's just very important to build those relationships and have some type of sense of trust in those relationships. So when things do get difficult or when things are great, you have people that you can lean on, you can share that success with, or you can build success together. And then another one that is a big that I covered over briefly, but is they just think in the long term. Don't always think in the short term, because short term, like I said, is a short term gratification. You're looking for the long haul. You're looking for control. You want to have control over your assets, control over your relationships, control over your time. And in order to build that, you can't always live off short term gratification. You always got to think, anything you do, how is this going to help me years from now? How is this going to help me grow into what I'm trying to do? Is this beneficial for me in the long haul? All right. So in closing, I just want to say wealth isn't created through luck, motivation. It's created through your patience, your discipline, strategy, and the way you think. If you want to build wealth, stop copying what rich people buy and start copying how rich people think. If you think wealth, 9 times out of 10, you're going to generate wealth. If you think discipline, and you constantly keep discipline at the top of your mind, then a lot of times discipline is going to be embedded in you, and discipline will lead to some type of success, whether it's discipline in your health, your fitness, discipline in what you eat, discipline in how you make money, discipline in your relationships. It's always going to be beneficial to you if you can promote that discipline. And again, I just want to thank y'all for stopping by, watching this video. I hope you learned something from it, or if you already knew all this information, I hope it just recirculated in your mind and put it at the top of your vortex. Again, I hope everybody have a great holiday season. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and until next time, peace out.